Hello and welcome everyone to today's stream. Welcome everyone to today's stream. I hope you're excited for some more Lego sorting. Let me keep the music on and get myself over by the Lego. Oh, something I just realized. My phone's like not charged at all, yet I need to use it for chat. This might not go very well. Actually, it should be fine, chat. I actually was smart and remembered to charge my battery pack for once, so I can use that. Yes. This is why we have own battery packs, just in case you forget to actually charge them. Alright. Let me get over here. So, actually, can you even see? Oh, you can see some of it. Alright. So, I have been a busy bee, I guess. Oh, I forgot to close my door. Yes, I have been a busy bee. Welcome to the stream on Micah Knight Productions. Glad to see you here. But yes, I have been a busy bee, and I have done a ton of Phase 1 sorting on camera. As you can see, lots of these containers are already filled with stuff. And so, today, if we can get through it, everything that you can see on the table that's a set, which are these two bags, this ATST Walker, or ATRT Walker, I mean. I've got this drop ship from that recent Stormtrooper Battle Pack. I've got two Saber Tanks, two of those Sith Trooper Battle Pack speeder things, two Bark speeders from the 501st set along with the ATRT, and then this Luke's Land speeder. If we can get through all that, we're actually completely done with Phase 1. I have no more things in this room that I have to do Phase 1 sorting on for a long time, because I'm keeping that ATTE that we had built on stream for quite a bit. I'm going to keep that built for quite a bit of time. Alright, let me get my phone plugged in so it's actually charging. Hopefully the music's not too weird. I don't actually have my headset on currently. I can't actually hear what the music is for the moment, but I will put it on this in a second. But yeah. Library, channel, and welcome, survivalists. Oh, no problem, Micah. Thanks for just popping in for a second. Alright, where can I put my phone so I can see chat? Probably the best place is just right next to me. But yeah, I do have a few things that I need to talk with all of you today about. Because there's been a few things. I've decided to finally make some, like goals. So, chat, if you guys want to see some cool things, we need to reach a certain like goal, and then people need to tell me if we reach it, because I don't know if I can really see how many likes the stream gets. I also have doubled up on the amount of water I have, so I now have 2 water bottles for today's stream, because I will also be streaming later today as well. Yes, let me get my headset on so I can actually hear the music. But yeah, how are you all doing today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for taking control of the volume, survivalist. Yeah, while we start disassembling sets and stuff, let me tell you what the things are that I need to share with all of you. So, the most important thing that I noticed is most of you have seen the channel reach 200 subscribers the other day, which is awesome. However, since then, as of today, the channel has gone back to 198 subscribers. Now, that's not bad. That's awesome. That's actually incredible for me. I've never had a YouTube channel have that many subscribers ever. However, I can't do the mock contest unless the ClonePlays channel has 200 subs by by Friday at 3 p.m. MST. If we can get the channel back up to 200 subscribers by that time, I will start the next mock contest. But if we drop before that and never get back to 200, then the mock contest will have to be delayed. Because that is the major requirement for those mock contests to happen, is we must reach those milestones and maintain them. And I'll talk more about that later when more and more people arrive. So, alright. The first set we'll be parting out today is Palpatine Shuttle from 2011. This is actually the second one that I've owned. And this was a gift from that same relative who gave me that ATTE and a few other sets. So I'm actually very excited to disassemble this though, because it has lots of plates and stuff to it, which is going to be fun. I might need to grab another plate container too. Actually, I should do that right now. I need to go grab another plate container because this one's already overflowing. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, that is the first major thing I needed to talk with all of you about today. About the subscriber count. Not that I'm trying to focus on it any more than I have previously in the past. I'm just laying it out as to what needs to happen in order for the next mock contest on the ClonePlays channel to happen needs to be. Because that's like my big rule or requirement, I guess, is to meet those milestones and then maintain those milestones. Alright, let me switch this out and then I'll explain what the other goals are for this stream. Cool, so the other goals for this stream is if we can hit 10 likes. Oh, my voice cracked. If we can reach 10 likes on this stream, I will show you what my recent Clone Army Customs haul is. I'll give you guys a sneak peek because I've already recorded a part of the video for it. But if we can reach 10 likes, I'll show you off what I got. If we reach 20 likes, I'll show off one of the recent mini mocks I've actually built and see what you all have to say about it. If we can reach 30 likes, I'll show you all what my new video and streaming schedule is all about. And I'll explain why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. And then if we can reach the incredible 40 likes, I will show off my other new mini mock that I have made that I'm even more proud about than the one I show at 20 likes. So, if you want to see these things, we gotta reach these goals. So that's your task for today, chat. Let's get disassembling. There's still a random other bag in here. Ah, these are for the printed / stickered parts. Okay, that was a smart move on my end to do that. Because now that means there shouldn't be any other stickered parts that I have to set aside from the set. But yeah, how are you all doing today? I know Survivalists, are you still at your swim practice this morning, Survivalists? I decided instead of swimming today, I would do this stream, so. Welcome to the stream, BJ. Hope you're having a fantastic day. In about half an hour, I'll really re-explain everything that I just explained a few minutes ago. So don't worry, feel free to hang out for at least half an hour so you can hear all the things I just shared moments ago. Yeah, are you working on anything cool today, BJ? As you can tell, I've been kind of busy. I've got more Phase 1 containers filled with stuff. We actually only have 10-ish sets to disassemble, and then we're completely done with Phase 1 forever. That I'll do on stream at least. Any future sets I get that I disassemble, I'll just do off camera. But I'm hoping to be completely done with all the Phase 1 sorting that I needed to do. And then we'll get back to Phase 2. And then when Phase 2 is over, I won't have any more sorting I need to do. Mainly because I don't have the containers to do Phase 3 currently. And speaking of these different phases, you might be wondering what the heck am I talking about. I do have a video prepared that explains my sorting process. I can't remember when it's coming out though, but it's in the works. I finished recording it. I just don't remember when it's gonna be published. Something else I learned recently. So, you know, for those of you who've been watching my streams for a while, you might have heard this. So, back in the summer when I first started streaming, I had it set where YouTube would unlist the stream as soon as it was done being streamed. And I thought, okay, that's probably a good thing, because I saw elsewhere on the internet that people were saying, well, maybe streams might harm your channel because they're these long videos that don't have a whole lot of people watching with the watch time and maybe not a whole lot of audience engagement and things like that. But so I was like, okay, well, I'll just click that option and have it unlisted. Turns out, if I had been paying a little bit more attention and read a little bit closely at the requirements for monetization, me doing that means none of those streams have counted towards my watch time. Because if you click the option to see details or learn more, whatever it's called, on how watch time is counted, any video that is unlisted does not count towards your watch time. And that includes the streams. So I'm like hundreds of hours at this point behind where I technically should be. So you might have recently noticed all of those streams have become public again, and that is why. I was hoping if I just turned them back to being public that would give me my watch time that I earned back. It doesn't seem like that's the case. So what I'm gonna need your help with, chat. Welcome, Brickspray. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing today? What I need you to help me with, chat, is in order to make up, I guess, for all of that missing watch time that I didn't realize I wasn't earning, I'm going to be starting a best of series, which basically means a stream highlight series where I take the funniest clips from each stream and put them together in a video. That will probably be like a best of video for each week. So it'll be multiple different streams clipped together. What I need you to help me with, chat, this is where you can help and help this channel become even more successful. I need you, if you want to go in and watch those old streams and timestamp the funniest things that happen and let me know. That way you will make my life so much easier and I'll be able to produce so much more content for all of y'all. Because then I won't have to be the only one sitting there rewatching all of those streams to find the funniest parts. If you help me with that, I'd be so appreciative. And we'll be able to bust out all of the stream highlights that you guys deserve, because I've actually streamed quite a few streams. And there's been quite a few funny things that have happened, especially in these more recent ones. But I'm not going to be able to get to these recent ones because I'm starting all the way in the back. I'm going to start from the very beginning and work my way up with the stream, so yeah. Well, yeah, what are you up to today, Brickspray? Working on any new stop motions at the moment? I'm going to pause real quick and take a drink. And my mods in chat, please help me remember all of these things that I mentioned, so in like half an hour I can re-mention them. That would be very appreciative. It's kind of awkward having my phone off to the side here, but actually I could just push it over a bit more. Doesn't matter if you guys can see the phone. That's going to be a bit hard to remember. Maybe. I do have my note card over here that I've written a few things down. The only thing I didn't write down on it is what I just mentioned about the stream highlight series. That should be fine. I should be able to remember the stream highlight stuff. What has been really nice about disassembling all of these sets is especially yesterday, I found a few of these sets actually have parts I'm going to need when I get back to, attempting to build my custom designs with real Lego, because a few of these parts I don't have a few of the parts I use in those custom designs I don't have a whole lot of, but I have a few more now that I've disassembled some sets. You'll just say when it's been half an hour? Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to get maybe more of the European audience here, just because I'm streaming earlier in the day. But we'll have to see. Like I said a bit ago, I'll be streaming something else later today. So be tuned in for that. I haven't released the video yet, so it's not public quite yet. But as soon as this stream is over, I will be notifying of everyone of the next stream. Come on. Get off of that part. Other part. There we go. Yeah, I probably should have updated. Well, actually, I did. Not on the Discord, but I did on the Instagram. I updated it. This stream was originally going to be at 3 p.m. MSC time, but I've decided to push. I decided to push this stream up earlier so I could do the other stream later. And so people on the Instagram know that I was streaming at this time because the message went out earlier than it was going to before. But yeah, people on the Discord would not have known. Unfortunately, I didn't think about letting people know on the Discord until it was too late. Well, I mean, most of the people who are on the Discord at the moment are also on Instagram, so they should be able to see it too. They should be able to see the change in time there as well. The nice thing about this set, and a lot of other sets I've recently disassembled, is a lot of these dark tan parts, and I really need a lot of the dark tan parts. Well, I did for a couple of mocks I just made recently, but it's just nice to see more. Also, I was trying to find... So this set comes with Emperor Palpatine with a hood, a cape, and you know, all the stuff to make his whole fig, and I, for the life of me, couldn't find his hood or his legs when I was trying to pull out the minifigures, because I had disassembled him for some reason. I think it was mainly for his cape. His cape was super scrunched up and like almost ripped. So I don't know why I then decided to disassemble the rest of the figure instead of just take off the cape, but now that I found those parts, now I have extra hood and some extra legs I can use for something else. Anyone in chat working on anything fun or going to work on anything fun today? For me personally, the things I've got going on is I've got this stream, I've got the stream later today, and if I still feel like it, I will have some time this evening to either just chill and relax, or I can use that time to edit some more videos and get some more stuff ready. However, I'm probably going to do most of the editing that I need to do for this upcoming week on Sunday to give me something to do on Sunday. More grinding. What are you working on now? If I remember right, you had told me that you were working on Abyssal Craft now, right? Which is one of the more strange mods, because I've never actually really done a whole lot with Abyssal Craft. However, Abyssal Craft is actually one of the older mods in that mod pack. Abyssal Craft has been around for quite a long time. However, it's faded out of popularity, I feel. So a whole lot of people just have never used it until it comes to Project Ozone 3 and other mod packs that force you to use every mod installed. Yeah, Abyssal Craft. There's a lot of mods in Project Ozone 2 that have been around, or 3, I mean, Project Ozone 3 that have been around for a long time, and then there's a lot of newcomer mods in there too. Like Astro Sorcery is it's a pretty new mod in terms of how long it's been available for people to use. You just finished it? Nice. So you've gone to all of the different Abyssal Craft dimensions and fought all the bosses. If I sound a bit nasally, it's probably because I am. At this time of day, my nose is usually kind of nasally. Also doesn't help, I only woke up about half an hour ago. Or actually about an hour ago at this point, just because I snoozed my alarm, or I turned off my alarm forgetting that I was streaming at such an earlier time today. So I went back to sleep, and then I was like, oh shoot, that's right, I'm streaming. And so I got myself up and was like, got going. To get the correct constellation. Oh, that's probably like the most annoying part about Astro Sorcery that I've seen. Is you just have to do the waiting game on certain things. Oh no! I just wanted to slightly adjust the camera, instead I knocked over my whole setup for it. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to nudge it so it's pointed slightly over. I like how all these people on the Instagrams are liking the picture, but I haven't seen any of them transfer over here yet. That's like the ironic thing I've seen so far is posting stuff on Instagram about YouTube stuff. It seems a lot of people are like, will like your stuff on Instagram when you're talking about, hey, come check this thing out on YouTube. And they'll like your thing, they'll like your posts on Instagram, but then they won't come over to the YouTube. They won't click the link and come to YouTube, which is, I find is interesting. The interesting phenomenon that I've noticed. Because I've done that as well for many other people. It's like I like their Instagram posts, but I don't actually go to YouTube to watch what their stream or whatever it is. I've done that a few times. Usually what happens for me is I'll watch their video and watch their stream on YouTube because it happened to be on YouTube first. Then I'll go on Instagram and be like, oh, they made a post about it. Alright, well, I'll give them a like. Oh, it fell in the void? Oh no. You should get yourself an item magnet, Survivalist. I hear those things help a lot. Help avoid things falling into the void. I hope I don't have to get any other containers. Like, I do have a few other empty containers I could use to put parts in, but we're so close to being done with phase 1 that I don't want to have to grab any more containers. Because if we still have time on this stream and we finish all of phase 1, we'll just transition into phase 2 immediately and start doing that, because that will be, I think that'll be a lot of fun, especially now. You might have noticed my table with all my containers looks quite different. I've now reset it. I've now changed it to where I can actually reach every single container, every drawer, from where I'm sitting right here. So when we do phase 2, that should make it a little bit easier. I don't have to like go sit behind my table like I did previously to do like the full bricks and stuff. I can now just do everything from this one spot instead of having to go to multiple different spots to do stuff. Should be fun. Oh, were you too close to the boss then and it killed you? And then it's fell into the void? Okay. Still at 5 likes. If we get to 10 likes, I'll show you off my Clone Army Customs haul, everyone. Just saying. It's alright, we have 3 hours for this stream to accomplish the goals, chat. But if you want to accomplish them sooner, I'd be very grateful for that. Oh, I see. Okay. The way you had written your previous message made it sound like you underestimated how large the explosion radius was, and so you got killed. But okay, so you overestimated the kill radius, and we're too far away. Okay, that makes sense. Welcome to the stream, Crystal. How are you doing today, my friend? What are you up to? As you can see, I'm just here. Yes, this is an early stream for today. I decided I wanted to do 2 different streams today, so I pushed this one up earlier so that I would have time to do the other one later. I also have given myself a break, so it's not going to be one continuous stream that's like 6 hours long. I'll be doing this for 3 hours, take about a 3-hour break, and then stream again for 3 hours, so yeah. A Jedi related question? Of course you can. As long as it's Star Wars related. Technically, you could ask any question. There's just a few questions that we ask that you don't ask. And the mods could inform you and to what those are. End in nuclear crafts. Wasteland point. When you got... Wait, what? How did that happen? How did that happen, survivalist? Got a haircut, Crystal? Nice. What kind of haircut do you got? I got the bald cut. You got the buzz cut. Got a styled haircut. I usually just go for like a buzz cut or something because I'm boring. I don't really know what to do with my hair, so I just do the most boring thing that I can. Just so I can get the haircut. That's fine. My best guess, because I don't think there's an official answer either way, my best guess is just most of the Jedi who ended up surviving Order 66, it appears that they mainly were like Padawans and like young Jedi Knights, because their masters would usually like take the blow and get their Padawan or their young Jedi Knight friend to safety. So they probably just didn't know that was a thing. Also, like, in Legends, when Luke Skywalker becomes the Grand Master, he did away with a lot of the rigid rules of the Republic Jedi. So, like, Jedi in Luke Skywalker's Jedi order were allowed to love and, like, have relationships and stuff and be able to do a lot more things that the... at this point would be considered the Old Republic Jedi, which was like Yoda and all of them disapproved of during the Clone Wars, like attachments and stuff. Jedi in Luke Skywalker's order were allowed to have attachments and things, which was both a benefit and a hindrance during certain stories. And also, a lot of Jedi that ended up being, at least in Legends, that ended up being in Luke Skywalker's Jedi Order, they didn't realize they were force sensitive until they were already adults. So it also might not make sense for them to have the Jedi or the Padawan hair braid, but I don't know. There we go. There goes Palpatine's shuttle into disassembly. Now it's time to do the AT-ST from 2016. I was originally planning on keeping this set together, but then I saw the Brick Vaults AT-ST, and I've chosen that one's a lot better. Speaking of Brick Vault, so I've been wondering, chat, when I'm looking for custom designs, especially custom instructions for custom models, should I limit my scope of custom designs that I will purchase to just Brick Vault, or should I open it up to like Dave's Customs and a few other places that sell custom instructions as well? My reasoning for limiting it to just Brick Vault instructions for the moment is just because they're one company, and so most of their models would have like the same look and feel. Even though all of their models are made by different designers mainly, since they're all sold by Brick Vault, they all kind of have like the same feel to them. But I am open to opening up my like range of custom instructions I'll buy to like Dave's Customs, because Dave is also the same Dave who makes a bunch of the walkers and stuff for Brick Vault, so it's like it's the same designer. And then Dave also sells a few other designers' instructions on his own website, so there's that. I also, outside of that, I will be doing that Hyena Bomber and J9 Proton Cannon from that Icarus builds guy from the Eurobricks forum page. However, there are no instructions for those two, so I have to sit down and make my own instructions and try to do my best to like copy the design, sorta. But yeah. Oh, one of the gatekeepers attacks sent you to a completely different dimension? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, Leia, Ray, Ben from Legends, Jason Solo, and all of them. Yeah. Why do you want one, Chris? Why do you want to be a Padawan? Why wouldn't you want to be a Jedi Knight? Or a Master? Master! Welcome to the stream, Republic of Bricks 333. For a little bit there, I had you confused with Timmy from Republic Bricks because you both have the same name except for the number difference. So I was super confused, but I have since resolved my confusion. To anywhere? I don't know about anywhere though. That's one of the main reasons I had to limit it to before, because I want the custom builds to look like they all belong in the same universe. So I don't want things to be too drastically different from one to... Like, I don't want to buy, like, the ATTE and then go and find someone who's made the ATOT and there be a huge difference in, like, the build structure and the way they look. Like, obviously they should be as accurate as possible to how both of those vehicles look like in the Clone Wars, but some designers build things in a different way than other designers, obviously, because we're all different and we all think differently. So I think for the time being, I will open my instruction range to include Dave's Customs, and that's it. So I'll be looking at Brick Vault instructions, Dave Custom instructions, and of course, I will be doing the J9 Proton Cannon and the Hyena Bomber from Icarus builds, along with making my own designs too. Can't forget my own designs, because, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. So chat, here's a question I want your honest opinion on. What am I known as on YouTube? When you think of ClonePlays, what comes to mind? What am I known as to you? Yes, we should be good for Thursday, Survivalist. It won't be a stream though, Survivalist. It would be us recording. Hopefully that doesn't change your mind on that. Droid Maker and Sort Streamer, okay. The person I mod for? Thanks, Survivalist. Thanks for that. Yeah, I read what you said about your Padawan braid. I mean, I feel like there are easier ways for you to spark up a Star Wars conversation than having to grow out a weird braid. But to each their own, I guess. Because I personally would never do that. I don't think it'd look good on me, but if you feel like you can pull it off, then go ahead, Crystal. What are easier ways then? I mean, just wearing like a Star Wars t-shirt. Say a bunch of Star Wars phrases that would make sense in a conversation. Start using Star Wars phrases from the different films and the shows you want. Are you asking me, Survivalist, or are you asking Crystal? Why was he named Gree? Because he was really into looking into alien species and he found the Gree and he was intrigued by them, so he named himself after them. Which is funny because that's like, honestly, I'm pretty sure in both Legends and canon, that's like the most we know about the Gree species. It's just that Commander Gree named himself after, like nicknamed himself after them. We know relatively squat about about the Gree species. There's not a whole lot written about them. Okay, if that question was for me, I don't understand your question, Survivalist. I do not understand. But my lord, is that legal? I will make it legal. Or however Palpatine says it. Why aren't we streaming it? Because of my new video and stream schedule. If you want to stream it, we'd have to do it on a Saturday. And it would have to replace one of the other streams that I already have planned to do. So let me know, would we be able to then do it on Saturday if you want to stream it? If you can't do it Saturday, then Thursday still works for me. It just won't be a stream, it'd be a video. Oh, is it really? It's just a planet in canon? I thought they included the Gree species in that too. I haven't looked into the Gree stuff for a long time. It was like years ago. I wanted to know the reason why certain clones had their nicknames and like where they got them from. And Gree is like the only one that has an explanation, I think, for it. Gree is like the only one that has like an actual explanation for his nickname, whereas like Cody, Rex, Fives, well, Fives and Echo, they explain in the show, but like Rex, Cody, the other commanders, they don't really explain why they have their nicknames, they just do. There's an out-of-universe reason for why Commander Cody is called Commander Cody, but there's not an in-universe reason that they've shared. Alright, Survivalists, and you gotta let me know which Saturday. Yeah, Heavy is named because he likes heavy weaponry, and he does have a heavy weaponry. Fives is named Fives because his last 4 digits of his code are just fives. Echo is because he kept echoing all of the commands given by Command. Cut Up kept making jokes. Droid Bait obviously got his name. I don't think they said his name. They didn't give an explanation for Cut Up. but it's because he's like one of the first clones to get shot down by the droids. Is that all of Domino Squad? Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. I'm pretty sure. I'm forgetting one of the clones from OG Domino Squad. Which is funny, because according to the numbers in both Legends and Canon, if I'm aware, Domino Squad wasn't actually a true squad of the Republic until they went to the Rishi Moon base, where they got Sergeant 09er and other clones to join them. Because you need to have 9 clones in a squad to be considered an actual squad. And when we see them training and stuff on Kamino, there's only 5 of them. So that's not a true squad. Which I guess makes sense. They're just trainees at that point. They're just training, so they're not in an actual clone unit yet. Or Kamino just does things differently because why not? Yeah, but the reason the bounty hunter called him that is because Cut Up kept making jokes. Oh, I did name all of them? Of all the Domino Squad that were together during their training. Obviously then, when they go to the Rishi Moon, there's Sergeant 09er, and there's a few other clones as well. Clone Commandos are different. Clone Commandos do not follow the same organization structure as the general Grand Army of the Republic. Republic Commandos are part of Special Forces, and they are counted separately. They don't come into the official number until much later, when the general army of the Republic is huge. When I was doing my research, they don't include the Special Forces numbers until you basically get all the way up into the entire Grand Army of the Republic. How about this Saturday? We can't do it today. That's what you're talking about, Survivalist. We could do it next Saturday. Okay, yeah. We could do it next Saturday. It would be at 3, if you can, I should say. It would most likely be at 3 PM MST. Because of the new way that I'm trying to schedule do my streams. Because he was cooking and burnt himself. That's true. We don't know Waxer or Boyle's reasons for their names and things like that. By the way, Survivalists, it's been over half an hour since I've said those things and you forgot to tell me. So, that's cool. Thank you, moderator. What do I think happened to Boyle? We see Boyle later. Are you talking about, like, after the Clone Wars? Like, after Order 66? Or do you just mean, like, after Waxer died? Use all of his weapons. An interesting fact is apparently... I believe it's in canon too, and Legends, is Waxer's P1 design is what inspired the 212th P2 design, because Waxer's P1 design looks fairly similar to how P2 clones look when they're members of the 212th Attack Battalion. The only difference is Waxer has a straight line on his helmet, and P2 212 troopers have that triangle, orange triangle. After the Clone Wars? Okay. Well, now it's been half an hour. Alright. So, here are the things I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but now that there's more people, this should hopefully reach more ears. So, currently... the channel is at 198 subscribers, which is awesome. However, we had reached 200 subscribers the other day, and I was planning on doing a mock contest for that. milestone. However, we're not at that milestone anymore. So if you all want the mock contest to happen, we need to maintain 200 subscribers by February. Why do I keep saying February? By Friday of this week. By Friday of this week at 3 p.m. MST. If we can continue, if we can get back to 200 subscribers and maintain that to that day and that time, I will then announce a new mock contest. If we can't, then I mean the mock contest just won't happen until we actually get back to it. But if you want it to happen sooner than later, we gotta get back up to 200 subscribers. Gotta get back up to that milestone. The other things I want to mention is I actually have a like goal for this stream. If we can reach 10 likes on today's stream, I will show you all my Clone Army customs haul for the week. I actually just got an order from New Year's that came in yesterday. So if you want to see a sneak peek of that, we gotta reach 10 likes on the stream. If we get 20 likes on the stream, I will show you a mini mock I made recently and ask for your feedback on that. If we reach 30 likes, I will show you all my new stream/video schedule, because I've updated it to better enhance the channel and actually be able to do the variety stuff I've always planned to do on this channel. And if we reach the incredible goal of 40 likes on this stream, I will show you off the other mini mock that I'm even more proud about, and get your guys' feedback on that. So those are the goals for the stream. So let's see if we can accomplish all those, chat. Yes, foxes are real in Star Wars. There are foxes in Star Wars that are actually called foxes. I don't know if that's why Commander Fox is actually called Fox, though. They haven't said. He just is called Fox. There's also a 501st trooper named Fox as well. That's true in Legends and canon. There are 2 clones with the same nickname, which I mean actually makes a whole lot of sense. I'm surprised we didn't see any more clones with the same nickname, because eventually you would run out of nicknames. unique nicknames. Welcome to the stream, Darkrai. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm just here doing some more sorting again. Depends if we actually reach the goals or not, Survivalist. I will most likely switch up the rewards for the goals, depending on which ones we actually reach. Well, oh, by the way, welcome to the stream, Bulbasaur. I almost forgot to say hello. Welcome. I mean, those numbers probably do exist, but it'd be an astronomical chance that all 5 of those clones would actually be in the same squad. And because you only listed 5, that would be a training squad. A true squad that you see out in the field at full strength is 9 clones. A sergeant and 8 clones. For a while there, I thought it was a sergeant and 9 clones, but I had my numbers wrong in my head. That's probably true, Survivalist, but I mean, if I want to actually accomplish the things I want to do for YouTube, I will continue to do an early stream. It's not early for me, it's just in the morning, so a morning stream and an afternoon stream. A late afternoon stream, I should say. I mean, as long as you all are enjoying the content, I will do whatever. As long as I feel like doing it, of course, too. What would happen if he had left? Well, since he was never granted the rank of Jedi Master, he would not be considered one of the Lost 20. He would not become the 21st because he was never a Master. The way that worked is only Jedi Masters got the statue made and got recognized as leaving the order. Jedi Knights and Padawans left all the time, but that's just not how it worked. So, if he left, the Jedi Order would be probably devastated, but they probably would have moved on, and the whole galaxy would have just been fine, probably. But because Anakin got greedy and fell to the dark side, obviously we see what happened. Bad things happened. For 40 years or so. Alright, see you in a little bit, Bulbasaur. But yeah, what are you working on today, Darkrai? Got any cool videos or cool things you're working on today? I've got 2 water bottles filled with water for today's stream and the stream for later. That's not true, Crystal. As far as I understand it, the only thing that the things that qualify for someone to become the Lost 20 is they had to be a Jedi Master, and they had to leave the Order peacefully. Dooku actually did that. It wasn't until later that he became a Sith Lord and I started attacking the Jedi. I don't think there is a requirement that they had to become peaceful towards the Jedi. Or if there is, then the Jedi just didn't bother taking down his statue. Didn't bother taking down his bust. Alright, let's see. Which one of these other sets do I want to start with first? Let's start with the easy one and then work up to the big ones. We're going to do this Sith Trooper speeder thing. Have you guys seen the Brick Vault video where they showcase all those custom speeders from the Mandalorian? Those all look so nice. And they all look like better versions of the Luke Land speeder. Just in different colors. And with a different arrangement and a different number of engines. I will definitely get around to buying those instructions one of these days. And then I will use... What I'm also planning on doing when I buy these custom instructions is I do plan on color swapping a lot of them that makes sense. So that way I can just fill out my collection. Like, they're Jedi Starfighters, and I think they've done the Jedi Interceptors too. I will just be doing a bunch of color swapping on those models. That way all of my Jedi Starfighters and all of my Jedi Interceptors all look like they belong together in the same universe. Welcome back, Bulbasaur. What are you saying no to, Bulbasaur? A member of each. Ooh. How many do you got? Which ones do you got so far, Crystal? And which ones do you not have? Probably the hardest one the hardest one you'll probably have to get is the ones that show up in that Brickmaster's Cantina set, right? You haven't seen the Brick Vault video with Bulbasaur? Go check it out. Those speeders look really awesome. They look fantastic. And I almost forgot what speeders they were talking about until I saw the cyan blue one that they showcased. I was like, oh yeah, that's that speeder. I don't know what species he is, but the blue guy that in season 1 got captured in the very first episode by Din, and then we see is working for the people of Navarro. I don't remember his name. I don't remember the character's name. And I don't remember his species that they've ever said. So the blue guy, that blue guy has a blue speeder. Mithril, yeah, that's his name. That's an interesting name that his name is Mithril, because it's very close to being Mithril, which is a made-up metal in a lot of fantasy universes. Speaking of Mithril and that speeder bite, this is a very loose segue to my next topic. However, what highlight color do you prefer when it comes to TIE fighters? The old blue that LEGO used to do for the highlight color on TIE fighters, or do you like the new light gray that they do? Because I think I might have come up with a solution to that debacle. I don't think his species is Mithril. I believe that's his name, is Mithril. It's just his name. I don't know if they've ever said a species. It's like the Frog Lady species. We don't know their name, we just know it's Frogman and Frog Lady. Because they're the last two of their species, except for those eggs. Which, I can see why apparently people are outraged that Grogu kept eating those eggs, because Frog Lady and Frogman are the last of their species. If I remember the dialogue right, they said they're the last of their species. So him eating those is killing off slowly killing off an entire species. But I mean, don't think that hard about it, it's fine. Mithril is the species? What's the dude's name then? Is his name also Mithril? Is he named... what? Last of their line, not species. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen those episodes with Frog Lady, so I couldn't quite remember. Pretty, that's the species? Nah, you're making that up. Yo, what's the grand species? What? Well, actually, he's 50 years old, but I mean, according to Yoda's species, yeah, that makes him like a 5-year-old. Could you imagine being like 5 years old or being a toddler for 50 years or so? That would be awful. No wonder we don't see a lot of Yoda's species. They probably get killed off all the time. Because they're a baby for freaking forever. And can't do stuff on their own forever. Grand is Zuckuss' species? Oh, okay. I don't have a Zuckuss figure. I never got the set that came with Zuckuss. I did get that Bounty Hunter Battle Pack though, so I got all the other guys. All the other ones. Oh, Geonosian? Yeah, you're close. You're close to how to spell Geonosian, but not quite. In the UCS Slave 1, right? Or is it the 20th anniversary? Either one of those. I don't own either of those, so yeah. Yeah, I don't own either of those Slave 1s, so either one it is. Yeah, I don't have Zuckuss. And he's probably very expensive to buy separately because of that, too. Honestly, though, I can see why there's not a whole lot of popularity for Zuckuss and Forlom, though, because you don't see them do a whole lot, and in at least Legends. In Legends, there was a lot more stories about them, but there definitely were a whole lot more stories about Boba Fett, IG-88B, and Bosk. But not a whole lot of stories about the other bounty hunters. $40 to $60? Wow. Makes sense though. Those minifigures that only show up in one set, it makes sense that they're very expensive. There was one of the secondhand shops I go to had the Rebels Ahsoka from that Pelta set, and the owner was selling that Ahsoka for $120, and someone bought it. And I was talking to him, being like, well, if I actually had the money for that figure, I'd probably buy it too, because I know how rare and how cool that figure is. But yeah, and the only reason he had it up so much is everyone else is selling that minifigure for that price. He did have to knock it down. He knocked it down in price recently, the owner of the secondhand shop, because the new Ahsoka that came in that AAT set could technically be used as like a the Rebels version of Ahsoka if you just modified it just a bit. So he knocked his price down, yeah, and then someone instantly bought it. Welcome to the stream, Lego Man Studios. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Alright, it's been about half an hour again, so let me just quickly reiterate stuff that I feel like I need to talk with all you about. So, we recently hit a milestone of 200 subscribers on this channel. However, we're no longer at that milestone. We're actually 2 subs below. if we can get back up to 200 subscribers and maintain that by Friday at 3 p.m. MST, I will be hosting another mock contest. If we do not reach that goal, I will not be hosting a mock contest. Other things is I do have like goals for this stream, so if we can reach 10 likes for this stream, I will showing off the recent Clone Army Customs haul I just got. If we reach 20 likes, I will be showing off a mini mock that I have made. Oh, we are at 10? Oh, cool. Alright, that's one off the list then. Let me grab a pencil.
Why is my pencil got me so far away?
Let me knock that off the list then. Alright, so if we can reach 20 likes then, I will be showing off a mini mock I have made recently that I'm very proud of. If we reach 30 likes, I will be showcasing my new video / stream schedule so that you all know when videos will be coming out and streams will be happening. If we can reach the amazing highest amount of likes that would ever happen on one of these streams, if we can reach 40 likes, I will showcase the other mini mock that I'm even more proud about. And yeah, one thing I should mention is I will probably do all these things, the rewards for these goals, at the end of the stream. That way we can continue to make progress on all of these, all the sorting that we need to do. Because if we can get done with all of this phase 1 sorting, I will be ecstatic. So yeah. Is Watto very expensive these days, dude? Did the updated and printed Watto only come in like one set too? Yeah, Zeb only came in like one set or something. Colma and Trembor only came in one set. However, I own 3 of those sets, but only 2 of those came with minifigures, so I own 2 of that figure. Max Rebo, I think, has actually come in a couple of sets. Yeah, that Imperial Spy guy has only come in the one set. And the Bebo guy. I mean, technically the Bebo guy, if it's the one I think of, you can just use Battle Droid parts, because the original Bebo minifigure was just made out of Battle Droid parts. The only like exclusive thing to that figure is you just gotta get that yellow minifigure head with that print on it, and that's it. Unless you want to go for like serious accuracy, then yeah. From the Brickmasters Cantina set, yeah, good luck with that. Your best bet is just to buy the actual set, because those figures are probably very expensive separately as well. Yes, since we did reach 10 likes, and I actually figured out how you can see that, I will be showcasing the Clone Army Customs haul at the end of the stream. So thank you all for doing that. I'm very appreciative that we were able to reach that goal. I mean, technically Grievous counts as a Kaleesh, but he's so cybernetic and so much of a cyborg. Does he actually count as a Kaleesh anymore? Is he actually a Kaleesh anymore, or is he more just robot? Is there a release of every species Lego's made? There probably is somewhere on the internet. Lego hasn't made too many different species. Like, especially if you want to get like the tall species, the only way to get that is if you get the Freako Speeder set, or you buy the Tall's Leader separately. I don't know. Possibly. I can't remember what Wikipedia does. Does Wikipedia don't say that they're 2 different species, or just like different race? That would be like maybe an instance of race in Star Wars, because the Dathomirian Zabraks and the Ithodirian Zabraks are both Zabraks, but they look differently. They look different, obviously. Would that be an instance of race in Star Wars? The humans have race because every human in Star Wars looks different. But a lot of the aliens don't. Well, I guess actually no, like the Twi'leks probably have race too, because Twi'leks appear in a lot of different colors. as well. You got the reds, the blues, the greens, and I think there's like a very rare yellow and or orange color. Minus the color. Alright, so that's probably an instance of race. So I would say no. You don't need to consider them as different species. That'd be a different race. And race is below species. You know that like whole kingdom chart where at least here on Earth we have like everything's part of the same kingdom. Like all animals are part of the same kingdom, and then it slowly splits more and more down, and you get all the way down to like species. And I think genus. I don't remember the whole chart anymore. I haven't been in a science class in a while that talks about it, so I don't quite remember the whole chart. But race is like under all of that. And race really doesn't matter. It's just like a what's the best way of explaining this? As far as categorization is concerned, and like you want to categorize stuff, race is under species. But race really doesn't matter, because race really is just the color of your skin and stuff, and that really doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything about you. And that would go the same for Star Wars too. All the Twi'leks are part of the same species. The only thing about them that's different when it comes to race is just their color, but they're all Twi'leks. They all want to help support Ryloth and stuff like that. So, is it red Twi'leks? Is that the rare color that like that Legends Sith is? That Legends Twi'lek girl Sith? Don't remember her name. She's honestly not one of my favorite characters. I feel like most people just like her character because she looks very attractive, and that's it. The artists that usually draw that Sith just draw her to be very attractive. She does have some decent stories associated with her, but I mean, I think most people just enjoy her character because she looks very attractive, and that's it. It's the same, like, I don't know, like double standard of like all girls need to really do to become like popular and stuff is just look really pretty and be very attractive, whereas for dudes you gotta do a lot of stuff. And then there's also the girls that just aren't, that most people consider not attractive, have to do a whole lot of crap in order to like actually receive recognition and things. Darth Talon, that's the name, yeah. That's a weird name for a Twi'lek as well. Talon, whatever. From the one Sith, yeah. Is Max Rebo expensive? Jabba? Maybe not. Jabba, the new Jabba that has printing on it has come in more than one set, so he's probably a bit cheaper, maybe. I don't know. I would just say go on Bricklink and just start seeing what people are asking and draw conclusions from that, because that's like the best way. Because if they're asking for a certain price, that means people are probably buying at that price. So I would like compare, like, pick the range of like lowest price, lowest, I forget what it's called, like lowest cost, lowest price ask, and then highest price ask, and then look for ones that are like in the middle if you want to buy fairly. If you want to just buy the cheapest thing ever, then just go for the cheapest lot being sold. I don't know about that, Chris, though. But that's probably because I'm a dude. It's because I'm a dude, and I find girls to be attractive. So that's probably why I would disagree with you there. I will say, though, in some scenes, Anakin does look handsome, is what I will say. A lot of the Jedi, well, a lot of the human Jedi, I would say, look handsome in certain scenes. That's about it. No. Maybe. Oh, okay. You like this conversation, Bulbasaur? Is this what you come to my streams for? The randomness that we always talk about. Just like we do on Coconut stream, and the Brick Hive streams get pretty wild too. I was part of the Brick Hives. I popped into the Brick Hive stream last night. They got pretty wild at certain points. Alright, there goes one of the 501st Bark Speeders. Let's take down one of these Saber Tanks, I think. Because I think Brick Vault has made one. If not, I know Brickopotamus made one. The only issue I have with Brickopotamus is, I like it so much. The only issue I have with it, it's more of like the Legends, or like the classic Battlefront 2 style of the Saber Tank that has a turret on top. Whereas the one that's now in canon, actually, if I remember right, the Wikipedia page says the Saber Tank can show up with either the cannon on top, the turret on top, or not. So technically both variants are true, or canon. The one from classic Battlefront 2 and the one from EA's Battlefront 2 that doesn't have a turret on top. Yes, most species have only ever been made in Lego because Lego needed to make that Jedi, and that's about it. That's closest thing we've gotten to a lot of Jedi, different alien species in Star Wars because of the Jedi. I don't think they will, Bulbasaur. That time has kind of passed. Rebels has been over for quite a number of years now. And Lego seems to refuse to make sets based off of Jedi Fallen Order, so yeah, I don't think they'll ever make more Inquisitors. The time is kind of past for them, unfortunately. You'll just have to find custom ones. Oh, is that what that ship is called? That's in that concept art or whatever? It's a Vector ship that has like the 4 wings. It's got the 2 wings that angle out kind of like the U-wing or the X, or more like the U-wing, and then it's got the 2 other wings that pop out to the sides. I have no idea what species the 5th brother is. I'm pretty sure he's his own species. Get vectored. Dink memes. Hey, you with my dad owns the bank. I forget how that whole like scene goes when Groot just finally freezes him. Hey, is that a highlight moment? Me just sitting there laughing super hard at Get Vectored? Well, someone record the timestamp of that and send it to me later. Or if you, I don't know if you can on YouTube, but I know on Twitch you can make clips of stuff. So someone either make a clip or someone record the timestamp of that and then send it to me later. That way it'll be really easy for me to quickly get back to the spot where everyone thinks I just died or whatever. With the pricings being revealed, I have actually no idea. I'm just hoping for Clone Wars sets. And or original trilogy. I still need to go out there probably next month. I've already spent my budget for this month for Lego. Next month, I'm gonna see if I can go get one of those new TIE Fighters. Or if I can, probably 2 of them. One as just the actual set, and one that I'm going to modify the crap out of. Or a used, because Bulbasaur actually had a great idea of making one of those satellite things from the campaign of Battlefront 2. I don't have a lot of parts that I'd be able to make that thing currently. However, if I bought the new TIE Fighter and disassembled it, I might have the parts needed to make that satellite. So I want to buy two. One to maybe do that satellite thing, and the other one I will probably also modify, because honestly that new TIE Fighter is great because it's like it's pretty close to being in like the Rebels style of TIE Fighters, where the TIE Fighters have the shorter wings and stuff. I think there's just a few modifications I would need to do to that new set, and boom, you've got the Rebels style of TIE Fighter. Alright, Survivors, thank you for doing that. Get vectored by a vector. Alright, see you in a little bit, Survivalists. Man, this Saber Tank is such a solid build. I'm having a hard time just like popping parts off of it. Don't worry, if any of you are feeling like, what? Claude, how can you disassemble such an awesome set? Don't worry. I'll have a Saber Tank eventually again. Honestly, if I can't find an awesome Saber Tank for what I want, I might just rebuild this set. And then no harm, no foul. I own 3 of them. One I think I've already disassembled because I can't find it. And then I've got the 2, I got the one I'm working on right now and the one behind me, so. There will be more Saber Tank action in the future. Just not for a while, because I got a lot of other stuff I gotta get done first. Like rebuilding my Snail Tank and finding all the parts I need to make that Hellfire Droid tank. And things like that. Those are probably the 2 things I'm the most excited to finally get back to. So once I'm actually done with Phase 2 sorting, that is the next big LEGO project, is for me to sit down on streams and find... Well, maybe not sit down on streams, but off camera, find all the parts I need for those sets, or for those custom builds, and then on stream build them. I do need to tweak the Hellfire Droid because I have gone with some different parts for the wheels. So I need to tweak it so when I finally put together the instructions for me to sit down and build it, I can actually build it correctly. Right now I just have a bills of materials or a parts list that I have, so I can find all the parts needed to build the thing. I don't have the instructions actually made yet for it. I like that idea, Bulbasaur. My only issue with stuff like that is obviously the invisible hand is not going to be in a scale that I'd want. I'm leaning towards everything needing to be either in like true micro scale or minifigure scale, and obviously the invisible hand would be freaking difficult to do in minifigure scale and actually have it be affordable. So they would probably turn it into a playset sort of thing, unless they actually did choose your idea and they turn it into like a Brickmaster set. Then it would be better. But if they didn't do that and it's not a Brickmaster, then it just becomes a playset. So it's like a weird combination of micro scale and also being able to have figures in it. So I don't know. I would like a new Vulture Droid and stuff though. That'd be nice. A play scale invisible hand? You mean a play set? Whatever that new Cantina set is under, whatever theme that is under. That's why I keep referring to when I say like Brickmasters or whatever. So I don't remember the name of that line like at all. It's too new for my brain to remember for some reason. Brickmasters, so 2011. Oh, okay. Quit it, eye. My right eye keeps twitching. I don't know why. Stop. Why? My eye hasn't twitched like this in years. I don't know why it's twitching now. Or in like months, I should say. I don't know why it's chosen to do such right now. Master Builder series? Okay. I'm close. Brickmaster could basically mean the same thing. He has no arms and cannon? What? How does he play his instruments? Is that with his feet? I'm also pretty sure when we do see Max Rebo, we see that he has arms. So I don't know what you're talking about, Crystal. I don't know what you're talking about. We're almost there. Now we're just working on the chassis. For you car people, working on the chassis of this vehicle. Plays the thing with his feet. Oh man. Wait, but doesn't it say he has arms in Legends though? Or does Legends also say he doesn't have arms? He just plays with his feet. He's got no hands. Look, Ma, no hands. But son, you have no hands. It's okay, Ma. I don't need them. Just use my feet for everything. So yeah, I'd probably go with Legends material then for that one, especially because the Lego figure has arms. I would go with the Legends description. I don't know, I'd have to rewatch to see where we see Max Rebo and actually figure out if he does have arms or not. Might be kind of difficult because, yeah, if I remember right, he's sitting on something, so yeah. Might be difficult to see if he's actually got 4 limbs or just 2, but oh well. I'll add that to my list of things to do eventually. What are you talking about, Survivalist? What does this conversation remind you of? You know what I just realized? You guys can't even see what I'm tearing apart. Let me adjust the camera. My hands are off camera, I just realized. There you go. Now you can actually see what I'm disassembling. I almost thought I made that mistake when I recorded a speed build the other day. I was like putting them together, but I was using my phone, like you can see here, so the camera's not in the center, it's off to the side. I was like halfway through recording and building the thing, I was like, wait a minute, am I actually like recording my hands so people can see what I'm doing? And then I realized, well, if it doesn't work out, I'll just not make a video on it. But luckily it worked out. You can actually see my hands building the thing the entire time. So there will be a speed build coming, speed build video on my channel. Don't expect too many of those, but there will be a speed build video. I might also do speed builds on the snail tank and stuff when we get around to building those, just because I can download the stream footage and just speed it up. So I might produce speed builds for those as well, but I haven't decided yet. Depends on how long it takes us to actually build those things together on a stream. So I don't want to have to speed it up too fast, so then it's just like a blurry mess. So you can't actually see what I'm doing. Oh, my nose! Stop being so nasally. No problem, Crystal. I'm trying to think of things to talk about too. I don't really have too much to talk about except for the things I keep mentioning every half hour or so. Just speaking of that, where are we at on the light goal? Oh, we're still at 10. Come on. Come on, chat. Let's get up to like 20. Don't you guys want to see the mini mock? What do you think is the weirdest thing you can find on Wikipedia? Oh my gosh, there's so many weird things you can find on Wikipedia. The only issue is you kind of have to be on there for a while. If you click the random or I'm feeling lucky button or whatever it's called, that thing is so biased to like new things or popular topics at the moment. It's so like unuseful to just actually find something randomly. Every time I've seen this, I've like it randomly sends me to the same place, either back to back, or I'll go to like the page about Snoke, go to a few other pages, and then I'll randomly send me back to Snoke. It's like, well, I understand that's how randomness works with computers. They can sometimes just choose to do the same thing multiple times in a row, but I mean, it's always about it's always things that are either happening right now or super popular to talk about. It's like, that's not what I want. I just want something totally random from Star Wars. Stop giving me the popular stuff. If I wanted the popular stuff, I could see that on your main page. Just take me to the random stuff so I can find some random fact and flex with that on my streams. Dang it. Wait, what? Is that the Legends article for her, or is that the canon article for Ahsoka Bulbasaur? What timeline is that from? Is that from the Legends timeline or the canon timeline? Huh? I don't remember reading that at all. I've read the Ahsoka page once or twice too. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, okay. I don't remember seeing that at all. I guess that's interesting for the fact that means she remembers being that young and doing stuff before she was a Jedi. Before she was brought to the temple by Plo Koon. I will say, chat, the mini mocks, if we actually reach the light goals and you see them, those mini mocks would not have been possible without disassembling at least some of these sets. Lots of the parts I used for the first mini mock I would show for the 20 light goal, that uses lots of parts that I didn't have access to until disassembling sets. Oh, I gotta go, Crystal. Alright, my dude. See you later. Hopefully you can either catch this stream later, or you can catch me streaming later today in general, so see you later. And welcome, Flurkin's Galaxies. Glad to see that you're here. You haven't missed too much. We've disassembled one of the Bark Speeders from the 501st set, one of the Sith Speeders from the Sith Trooper Battle Pack. We're disassembling a Saber Tank right now. We also parted out Palpatine Shuttle and an AT-ST from 2016. You haven't missed too much because there's still 6 or 7 sets behind me that need to be disassembled. But once they are and parted out, we are officially done with Phase 1 forever. Unless I get a really large haul of parts one day and I need to sit down and sort it. TM. But I should never have to do Phase 1 sorting on a stream ever again. Which will be awesome. Because honestly, I don't get that many Lego parts in a haul all at once. Usually it's like a single bag that's about this big or slightly bigger. Oh, you might be wondering why I'm not disassembling this. So this is that Sith Trooper speeder from the Old Republic set. One of the only Old Republic sets that Lego made. I'm keeping this aside because I might choose to sell it one of these days with the Old Republic figures. So I don't do a whole lot of Old Republic stuff, but I haven't quite decided. So I'm keeping it off to the side for now. It's been half an hour. Alright, give me 1 second and I will continue to do my speech. Are you talking about the new speeder? Or the old speeder from the Old Republic set? Are you talking about the Final Order set or the Old Republic set? Because now you have to make a distinction because both of those sets are have pretty similar titles. And both of the bad guys are called Sith Troopers. The Old Republic one. Alright. Yeah, it is kind of pointless, but I mean, it's probably worth a pretty penny because LEGO didn't make too many Old Republic sets. And there are people out there who love the Old Republic content, so they'd probably be willing to pay a pretty penny for it. Sequels aren't canon. I hate to break your bubble, but they are. You might not like them, but they are. I mean, you can always just choose to ignore it and never do anything with them. That's totally fine too. But they are canon. They are part of the new timeline. Part of your headcanon. Yeah, that's totally fine. And that's the beauty of Star Wars. Like, you can always pick and choose what you want to do and stuff when it comes to, like, modeling Star Wars in the real world, like with Lego and things. But, you gotta make sure you're saying it's your own opinion and stuff, because you can't deny the facts. If you start denying the facts, it's kind of going in some dangerous territory. Just like those people who keep saying they want Disney to remake the sequels. That will never happen. They've invested way too much into those movies to ever sit down and be like, yep, we're just gonna start over from scratch again. It's like, no, that's not how it works. The only big director slash producer who ever really did anything like that was George Lucas. He's the only one that I can really think of that went back and edited the movies again after they were released, with the special editions that added in, like, Boba Fett and Jabba appearing in episode 4 and changing things in episode 5 and 6, like changing out the Emperor, the way the Emperor looked in episode 5 with what's the dude? The Emperor dude's the actor. Ian something. I don't remember how to say his last name. Anyway, but yeah. Disney, on the other hand, has never done that. Except they've made their new live-action movies, which, I mean, those don't really replace or change the old cartoon movies. They're like a separate thing. They're separate movies, but using the same source material, which technically Disney is allowed to do because they own the rights to all that stuff. And or all of those stories are part of public domain. So technically, I believe all of the Brother Grimm stories, they're either the rights are owned by Disney to make Brother Grimm stories like Ariel and other ones. I don't remember all the stories that the Brother Grimm brothers made. Or they're public domain, so you could be right now on your computer and slap together a story based off of that material. You posted a funny on Discord. I'll check it out later. I don't have access to Discord at the moment because of where I'm sitting, so. Forces of Destiny is canon. I mean, technically, I choose to ignore those, though. I really dislike the animation style. Except for the female main characters, the female main characters actually look alright. It's everyone else, and I think IG-88 appears in one, and he looks okay, because he's a droid. But, like, Anakin Skywalker in that, what have they done to my boy? And same with the Rebels. I'm not a huge fan of why they decided to make Anakin Skywalker in the Rebels show look the way he did. It's like it's not what Anakin looked like in the movies with Hayden Christensen. That's not what he looked like in the Clone Wars show. It's like, what the heck is this? Who is this? It's not Anakin, but it is. But it's like, but it's not. But it is. Wait, what's going on, Bulbasaur? Is the Discord just blowing up right now, or what? Charlie Brown with Sharpie on there. I don't know. I do actually like the way the stormtroopers and stuff look. I do like how the armor looks, the style. I like their stylized armor. I thought they looked okay. I will say, I've so far seen half of season 1 of Rebels. I will say, from what I've seen in like seasons 2 and season 3, like how they look, how the main cast look in seasons 2 and 3, they look a lot better in seasons 2 through 3 and stuff than in season 1. But I mean, that's the same thing for the Clone Wars show. Ahsoka looks a whole lot better when it gets around to season 3, when she gets a new outfit to wear the entire time than she did in season 1 when she was wearing that skimpy outfit for a 14-year-old or whatever, however old she was at that point. Everyone else, though, I thought looked fine. It was just Ahsoka. She looked, now that I reflect back on it, she did look a bit weird and a bit, she was wearing some like inappropriate clothing for a 14-year-old. But whatever, it's Star Wars, they can do whatever they want. Yeah, she's much older in Rebels. But I'm not talking about Rebels. When I say that she looked better in other seasons, I'm not talking about Rebels. I'm talking about like season 3 of the Clone Wars show and the other seasons. Maybe you're just hearing noises, Bulbasaur. Maybe you're going crazy. Now you can join the club. The crazy club. Oh yeah, Yoda looks kind of, but I will say Yoda in Rebels does look like Yoda. Oh, you know what Yoda in the Rebels show looks like? Rebels Yoda looks like Lego, the new Lego Yoda, with the rounded head. I still don't quite get why Lego decided to go with like that sand green color for Yoda's head in their new mold and stuff, because Yoda doesn't really appear sand green like ever. He's more green than that sand green color, but whatever. Oh, speaking of that, whenever my minifigure display video comes out, there's a really funny skit. I think it's pretty funny skit at the very beginning that has something to do with Yoda. I won't give any more spoilers than that, but be prepared for when that video comes out. I hope you enjoyed the Lego-esque humor that I tried to produce. I mean, Dark Yoda that shows up in season 6 has a similar head shape to the new Lego Yoda we've got for the few last year. I did not mean to grab this, but I guess I did. Alright, we'll just do this other bark speeder. That's fine. Survivalist, can you please skip this song? Apparently this is another Christmas song I have not gotten to. Where's my mod at? Mods! Mods! Am I gonna have to get up out of my chair and take care of it? Alright, I'm gonna get out of my chair and take care of it. Give me 1 second, chat. Alright, let me... Makes sense. Oh, you got skipped. Okay. Thank you, whoever finally skipped it. I just got up and went over there to take care of it. Song skip. Okay, that's the command. Okay. Hockey the other day was asking what the command was, and we couldn't figure out what the specific command phrase was. Alright. Because I couldn't go all the way back to see when you had done it in the stream earlier. survivalist the other day. So yeah, I couldn't help him figure it out. Hey, what's going on, Brickflyer? Welcome to today's stream. He's disturbing you. Stop disturbing Bulbasaur, Flurkin. There, that helped. I hope that helps. Yes. How are you doing today, Brickflyer? What are you up to? As you can tell, I'm just doing some more sorting. Wait, is the stream blurry or is that just my phone again? Oh, it's just my phone. My phone, for some reason, when it is on auto, it just drops straight to 144p, no matter what. Then I have to reset it so it goes back up to like 720 or whatever. Yeah, got anything cool you're working on today, Brickflyer? Let's see, how are we doing on those goals? Alright, we're getting closer. If we can get up to 20 likes, I'll just give a brief mention. If we can get up to 20 likes on this stream, I will be showcasing one of my mini mocks I've made recently. So if you want to see that, please help the stream reach its goal of 20 likes. If we reach that goal, there is a 30 like goal and a 40 like goal. 40 likes would be the most likes one of my streams has ever gotten. So I'd be I'd be blown away if we ever got to that point. We'll see. The chat has already gotten us up to 10 likes, so I will be showcasing my Clone Army Customs haul I received yesterday as a sneak peek of a future haul video that I will be producing. I'm actually still waiting for the other package for that haul video. I'm hoping it arrives soon. It says it's still in transit. I need to double check if anything's changed today, because that's what it said yesterday. It was supposed to arrive this Thursday, and then it's like, nope, we're still in transit. It's like, oh, but why? Y'all are weird people. Why do Lego streams always devolve into random? Oh my goodness. Not his Honda Civic. What's the weirdest thing chats talk about? I don't remember. I usually block it out of my memory when the stream is over. I don't know. Too old I am. Die I will. One thing I just realized the other day because I saw a gif of it, or a meme of it, is when Yoda tells the clone commander to attack the nearest starship, he says that without talking in his normal Yoda talk, so he just says it normally. I never realized he did say that. And then I went and I re-listened to that line in the movie. It's like, oh yeah, he does clearly say just that line straight up, which is just perfectly, like, perfect English. It's like, what? How have I never noticed? Why have I never noticed this? It's the only time he actually speaks clearly and like how you typically would when you talk in English. Nice, Brickflyer. What kind of parts are they? Are they like plates, tile? Is it like a combination of a bunch of stuff, or is it like just all tiles, all plates, all Technic beams and stuff? Forget how to speak I have. Yeah, basically. Dang, writers. One thing I just saw is, I believe, Minifig Hub on Instagram posted a picture yesterday showing all of how involved George Lucas was in all of the different Star Wars movies. So he was, how do they describe it? They had like minimum involvement, heavy involvement, and like total involvement or something. Total involvement was like episode 4 and the prequels. Heavy involvement was 5 and 6. And I believe the Clone Wars show and Rebels were included in that too. Then minimum involvement was episodes 7 and The Mandalorian. So George Lucas had no involvement in episode 8 or 9. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense for what we got for episode 8 and episode 9. Oh yeah, slopes are great. Especially if you're going to do like rock work and stuff, you definitely need lots of slopes. It's one of the things I've kind of avoided. I might not avoid it any longer though. Just because I've disassembled so many sets, and a lot of Star Wars sets use tons of slopes. I should have a decent amount of slopes to be able to produce decent looking rock work instead of having to resolve and just use these giant ugly rock pieces. The preformed rock parts. These have their place, but man, custom rock work looks so much better than having to result in using those. Holy, I mean. Like I said, those giant rock pieces have their place, but just custom rock work looks better overall, in my opinion. Here's a question for all of you. Any of you guys have any recommendations for other LEGO Star Wars YouTubers I should be aware of that I wouldn't already be aware of? So please don't like recommend MNR or Celebric Studios or Rich Boy Jake, because I already know about them. But any of you know of any like small, probably they're most likely small channels, if not whatever. But any of you know of like any lesser known LEGO Star Wars channels that I should look into to get some more inspiration? I recently found a whole lot more. And if you check out legodex.com, you can see a lot more LEGO Star Wars channels on there. The problem is a lot of them I found, they haven't like uploaded in a year or two. So it'll be on LEGO Dex, it'll be kind of hard to find them because of the way that LEGO Dex sorts its channels currently. But if you go to legodex.com, there's a good chance when you hit the fill in lucky button, you might stumble across a brand new LEGO Star Wars channel you didn't know about. Oh, same Brickflyer. That's why I was super happy to finally like sit down and make the mini mocks that I had ideas for. I got into the groove of building again, which was awesome. Speaking of that, people in chat, what is your favorite Star Wars planet? Let me know. That's how I came up with the mini mock that I'm the most proud of. I asked my family members what their favorite Star Wars planet is, and 2 of my 3 immediate family members said the same planet, so I chose that one, and I'm really happy with it. Classic Clone Productions and Magma Studios. Alright, I'll have to check those out. Remind me at the end of the stream, too, because I will most likely forget by the time we end today's stream what those channel names are. Alright, let's do the Imperial Dropship next, just because that's something different. Wait, did you hear a noise or a bump or something? That wasn't me. That's people walking back and forth and closing other doors. Because, like, so the way my bedroom is connected to the other rooms in this house is the 3 main bedrooms on the level that that my room is on. All 3 doors open into the same hallway, like all right next to each other. So when someone open and closes their bedroom door and or walks in that hallway, it can sometimes shake my door. But yeah, if you heard a noise, that wasn't me. I haven't accidentally bumped the table this entire time. What I have done was accidentally just try to adjust the camera and have it get knocked off. That I did, but yeah. Star Wars Resistance is underrated. That is a very hot take. But I have no way of agreeing or disagreeing with you. I've seen very few episodes of it. Same with Rebels. When people start debating over Rebels, I'm like, you could be right, you could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't watched the entire series yet. Is it Lego Star Wars though, Brickflyer? I'm looking for mainly Lego Star Wars. As much as I love watching like people who do like Lego Trains, Lego City, and things like that, I get the most inspiration from Lego Star Wars. Other Lego Star Wars people. So, is that friend of yours Lego Star Wars? Also, all of these people, all these channels, if they actually do Lego in general, I will add them to the Lego Decks website. The reason that thing is over 1,000 channels is because of yours truly. I'm pretty sure. I spent 2 days of my life sitting there and adding Lego channel after Lego channel after Lego channel. And then realizing, after watching Lego Spencer's official announcement video, that I could have been doing it in a much easier way, and I wasted probably 4 hours of my life out of those 2 days. Because I was doing it the hard way. So that has truly upset me. However, yes, I'm so glad I now know the easy way, because the easy way is so much easier. You can literally just copy and paste. Whereas before I was having to I wasn't able to copy and paste with the method that I was doing. So that was super annoying, but yeah. Yes, he is. Alright, I'll have to check him out. Like I said though, remind me at the end of the stream all of these people's names. Or I can have the moderator. Yeah, PewDiePie got removed. All the random ones got removed. Like, for instance, when I was adding Lego channel after Lego channel, I accidentally added, after 2 days worth of adding channels, I accidentally added 4 non-Lego related channels, and so I just told Lego Spencer about it, and I believe he has removed them. If not, it's fine. Dathomir, alright. Anyone else got favorite Star Wars planet? I'm pretty sure I might have missed those. Anyone said? Yeah, anyone's got other favorite Lego Star Wars planets? I'm looking for some more ideas for other mini-mocks, because I'm doing mainly mini-mocks, the 16x16 size mocks at the moment, just so I can get back into my building skills and improve. What I'll do is, like, I'll make videos off of my mini-mocks for, like, feedback, and then ask for feedback and stuff for people. I've also showcased both of the mini-mocks I'm going to show on this stream if we reach the like goals on other people's Lego Discords, just so that I could get some, like, early feedback. I can see where people were coming from with a lot of their feedback. A lot of people on one of the mocks said around the same things. Some of it which I can totally see, and I will in the future cut back on. However, the other things they said I should cut back on, I don't agree with. But I mean, that's the purpose of feedback. You get feedback, and then you do with it whatever you want. So I appreciate all of the feedback I've gotten on them so far. Some of it I will definitely implement, and some of it I will keep in mind, but probably won't do. Hope that all made sense. It would make a lot more sense if we would actually reach those goals, and I could just show you what I'm talking about. But we're almost there. We're at 13 according to my phone. So if we can get to 20, I will show you one of the mocks. So let's try to get to 20, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get the 20 likes for today's stream, you'll see a Clone Army haul and a mini mock. So cool. Mortis is also very interesting. Alright, so I'll keep those 2 planets in mind. So far we've got Dathomir. Oh, I guess I could write these down on this piece of paper, actually. So let me do that real quick. So we've got Classic Clone Productions. Oh, apparently there's no spaces. We got Magma Studios. We've got Brick Flyer's friend, U-Bricks. And then as far as planets, we've got Dathomir and Mortis. I almost forgot about Mortis. Dathomir and Mortis. Anyone else have any favorite Star Wars planets? Umbara and Coruscant. Alright. I'll add those to my list. Coruscant. I think I spelled Coruscant right. Actually, no, I forgot a C. There we go. Yeah, the whole planet is a freaking city. It's also not the only planet that's a giant freaking city. At least in Legends, there's a few other planets that are just giant cities. The entire planet is just a giant city. One of those planets actually gets destroyed by the Empire because they either like refuse to bow down to the Empire, or the Empire just didn't like them. Forget the name of that planet though. ClonePlays taking notes. Yep. Now I won't actually forget all those things though. I will actually remember all that because I wrote it down. That's the beauty of taking notes. Because I am a lazy human being, and my remembrance skills have gone down drastically with technology and stuff. So I now must write down everything or type it in my phone. Except for when it comes to Star Wars. I can remember a ton of stuff about Star Wars and other things, but right now, especially when it comes to my college career, a lot of the things are new to me. So I'm having a hard time like remembering them right off the bat. Mortis is the planet that the father, the son, and the mother live on in the Clone Wars show. That Anakin is shown his future by the son and goes evil for a second there. Ahsoka dies and becomes evil and then is resurrected she goes evil, gets killed, and is resurrected by the daughter. Alright, see ya, Brick Bulbasaur. Good luck with your stop motion. Hopefully it goes well. Alright, now that I stopped playing with those bricks, let's grab another set. Let's do the other Sith speeder. I said daughter. Did I say mother by accident? Yeah, I meant daughter. The daughter resurrects Ahsoka. And in the Clone Wars show, there is no mother. However, if you go into Legends content, there is a mother. But we talked a whole lot about that in the last stream, so I'm not going to go into that very much this time. Welcome to the stream, Nick Go. What's up, my dude? Hope you're having a great day. I like how you added a Santa hat to your Captain Rex. I probably should have done something similar. I should have updated my channel to reflect the season. But I just felt lazy, so I didn't do that. Yeah, what are you up to today, Nico? I appreciate that feedback you gave me on the mini-mocks. I will definitely take into consideration all of it. That one interest. Why did you spell interesting that way? Interesting. I feel like I have to have my voice crack in order to say interesting that way. Interesting. Or something. I'm sorry that you all had to hear me try to make my voice crack. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Makes sense that I would have accidentally said that at that point. Alright, thank you for pointing that out to me, Survivors. Doing homework? Nice. Homework is very important. Make sure you do your homework before you do anything else. So here's the thing about that. So when I was in junior high and high school, I had a friend who would do school the opposite way that I would. So the way I would do it is, so as soon as I came home, I would do my homework as fast as I could while still like doing it correctly, of course. Excuse me. And then I would use the rest of the night, if I had a lot of time before I had to go to bed, I would use the rest of that time after doing my homework to play games and stuff. My friend, on the other hand, would do it the other way. He would play a lot and do all that he wanted to do for that day, and then when he was done with that, then do his homework. Now, the results of that are, we both still graduated high school. However, I have one thing is I have no idea what he's up to these days because I'm no longer close friends with him, so I don't really know what's going on with him anymore. However, I did notice that from talking with him back when we were really close friends, that my grades seem to always be higher than his, and things like that. So I would highly recommend as a strategy for being able to still do like Lego YouTube, and if you're still in school and need to do homework and stuff, do your homework first, which is a hard lesson that I just had to learn because I kind of failed at this own principle myself this last college semester. But do your homework first, and then if you have time, do Lego YouTube. You will feel a lot better, because then you won't have this nagging feeling of like, you still got all this homework to do, kid, come on, do the homework. You'll have that all out of the way, and then you can just enjoy the rest of your day. What is up, GM? Welcome to today's stream. How has your day been? Have you been up to a lot of studying today? Ah, you were at work, I see. Makes sense. It was a pretty strange arc, but it was also really good. It was really good to see the Force in a different light. Yeah, I understand Brickfly. It took me a second though, because since I went on that little rant, I stopped looking at chat for a second, just so I wouldn't become distracted and change topics too quickly. Where are we at on the like? Oh, we're only 5 likes away. Chat, if we can get 5 more likes to get up to 20 likes, I will show you one of my mini mocks. Since we already reached 10 likes, I will already be showing you the ClonePlays Customs haul I received yesterday. But if we can get 5 more likes, I'll be showing one of my mini mocks that I recently built. Oh, we're at 17? Oh, my phone is slow then. Come on, everyone. If we can reach 20, then I do have a goal for 30 likes and 40 likes. But those are like the extra goals, because most of my streams have never gone higher than like 20 likes or something. Most of my streams end with like between 15 to 25 likes or so. You woke up an hour ago, Trandosha? Nice. I woke up half an hour before streaming today, so I feel you. Alright, now I need to start working on the next thing. I think we'll work on the last saber thing. So we have this set, Luke's Land Speeder, and the 501st ATRT. And these are the last 3 sets I need to disassemble for Phase 1. And then Phase 1 is completely done. And then we can get to go back into Phase 2. We're ever so close to getting all of my sorting done that I can do reasonably at this time. I didn't send anything out about today's stream. I sent something out on Instagram, just not on Discord. Technically, I already did on Discord when I accidentally flooded Discord with at everyone messages by accident, because I didn't realize the Me 6 bot was actually going to do that, because it didn't do that previously for other streams. But yeah. Can I explain what I'm doing? So, I will also have a video coming out soon, TM, that explains what I'm doing. So, the general gist and the quick answer is Phase 1, which is what I'm doing right now, is you disassemble all of your sets and sort all of your parts into general categories of slopes, special, plates, bricks, and tiles. Phase 2 is where you then go in and you put all of your 2x4 plates in a pile, all your 1x2 plates in a tile, all your 4x4 circle bricks in a container, or in a pile, and then each of those piles gets a dedicated container. Phase 3, which is a phase I'm not able to do quite yet because I don't have enough containers, is then you take a container like this, and every single one of these parts with a different color goes into a different container. So all the brown slopes in this container would be in a different container. All the dark red ones would be in their own container and things like that. The reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to lower the amount of cost for the future when I start getting into doing larger mocks than just mini mocks and things. This will hopefully allow me to also build a lot more of my custom droid and vehicle designs without having to also go out of my way and buy a bunch of parts. So this will eventually help with those, and also it helps clear up space on my shelf. It helped clear up space in my room so I can display and store other stuff. Yes, that is true. All of my sets will be gone, but I'm planning on replacing basically every set that I own with a custom design. So this saber tank, I plan on replacing what I would have, the space that I would have put this, with both a custom design that's similar to this that doesn't have the top turret, and another custom saber tank design that does have the top turret. And the Imperial version, because the Imperials apparently in both canon and Legends have their own version of a saber tank too. So every set that LEGO has ever made, I'm basically planning on replacing all of those with minifigure accurate custom designs, along with having custom designs that LEGO has never done. Such as, like I mentioned, the Imperial saber tank, and a few others, like the I forget what it's called. Is it the UT-AT? That vehicle used by the Galactic Marines during the Battle of Magneto. Like, LEGO has shown they were gonna make that set, but they never did. So that's a set that I would make too. So. Alright, no problem, Trandoshan. That sounds like fun. You got a lot of work ahead anyway for your Bonda mock, so thanks for popping in for a second. Hope you have a great lunch. Or a great breakfast, I mean. Yeah, hopefully that explains why I'm doing this, Nico. If you have any other questions, let me know. Again, I will be having a video come out soon-ish that explains in more detail about about the process of what I'm doing and also why I'm doing it. Doing your own Megazord because all your minifigures are scattered about. Yeah, I feel yeah. My minifigure collection's been like that for a long time. It's starting to get a lot better now that my father and I made a bunch of those minifigure display stands that I've shown off on stream before, which I'll also have a video about. And I recently got some other things from the basement in this house that I'm using to store Jedi and Sith in currently. Well, mainly Jedi at the moment because I ran out of plates for that. So yeah. Are you gonna tell us your name is Brick Pigeon? Brick Flyer? Are you actually the Brick Pigeon? Because the Brick Pigeon did something similar. He's like, guys, I gotta tell you something. I want to tell you my real name. And he's like, my real name is Brick Pigeon. Or something. I don't remember how he ended his joke. Or whatever. It's like, okay, Brick Pigeon. Okay. That's why I have a lot of streams where I sit down and design custom droids and vehicles. That's my attempt at trying to replace all of these sets. All of these LEGO sets with minifigure scale and accurate looking stuff. I will also be using a lot of the designs that you can buy from Brick Vault and also Dave's Customs now. I just gotta figure out my snail tank, because yeah, my snail tank is actually off. It's too tall, but that should be easily fixed. However, I'm not gonna do any major redesigns of the snail tank for at least a year. So I'm still super proud of the design I came up with on my own. So, and I know that there's a dude, like 8th Brother, I believe his name is, on Instagram, is selling instructions on the Dave's Custom website for a snail tank. So, yeah. Oh, welcome back, Crystal. You hit 100 subs a few days ago? Nice, Brickflyer. Congratulations on hitting the 100 sub milestone. Hopefully you'll be able to reach more milestones. Oh, no, I'm not... Maybe it didn't make quite sense. I'm not storing my Jedi and Sith in my basement. I'm storing them using containers that I found in my basement, and I've since brought them up into my room. That's a better explanation for what I meant to say. Yeah, welcome back, Crystal. Welcome back, Nico. Hopefully you heard what I was talking about before you left. If not, I can re-say what I said. Oh, my nose is still super nasally. What the heck? Stop it, nose. Stop it. Wait, how do you know that all of them are Obi-Wan figures in Trandoshan if only 3 of them are complete? Huh? Ah, my nose. Why? Why is still nasally? You have done that to yourself, Survivalist. Now that you brought that up, now it's gonna happen again. Just watch. You have done that to yourself. They have actually made the Nico in that one Clone Wars set that comes with Cad Bane in his outfit during the episode arc about Palpatine being assassinated, and Obi-Wan disguised and transformed as that bounty hunter. I believe that's a Nico guard, and that Skyhopper-like set. I don't remember the actual name of that ship, the designation for that ship, but that set I believe has a Nico in it. But no, I don't think they've ever made. Actually, no, they have made a Requay in one of those Desert Skiff sets. One of the minifigures is a Requay, because in that scene, there's a Requay on as one of the guards on the Desert Skiff that gets knocked, either gets stabbed by Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber and then falls into the Sarlacc, or he gets pushed off and falls into the Sarlacc. Yeah. Apparently I'm no longer at 200 subscribers anymore. So, thank you for the reminder. I need to talk about that. So, I was planning on posting a mock contest announcement video this Friday at 3 p.m. However, if we're not back at 200 subscribers by that point, I will not be able to do the mock contest, because that's just how I have it set up. So I need your help, chat. We must get the channel back up to 200 subscribers in order for me to do the mock contest. That's like the reward for the channel hitting that milestone, is doing a mock contest. So that is one of the that's the major goal at this moment, besides the like goal for this stream specifically. Speaking of that, have we reached 20 likes for this stream? My phone says we're now at 18, but my phone could be lying to me. Do clones count as a separate species? I would say no. Since clone troopers are clones of Jango Fett, and Jango Fett is actually Mandalorian, because he is supposedly from Concord Dawn, which is one of, or the moon of Mandalore. That would make Jango Fett a Mandalorian by birth. Like, he is a member of the Mandalorian species. Which, I mean, there's a debate there, though. Are the Mandalorians actually a separate species from just humans, or are the Mandalorians just humans? That's something I want answered. In Legends, there used to be an actual Mandalore species that eventually went extinct, and then it became the whole Creed thing. So anyone could be a Mandalorian. But in canon, it seems to be, it's mainly just humans just are Mandalorians. But then you gotta ask the question, well, are Mandalorians that are born on Mandalore, are they humans or are they Mandalorians? Are they a different species? We're at 19. Oh, we're 1 away. Come on, chat. We're 1 away. And I'm only going to be streaming for like another 45 minutes before I take a break, and then we stream something else. So you have 45-ish minutes to get us to 20 likes. Can you do it, chat? I believe in you. Possibly, Nico. Possibly. They possibly Mandalorians. Then the question is, well, since they're cloned versions of Jango, do they actually count as being Mandalorians, or beings that are clones from a donor? Do they actually count, or do they actually count as being a member of that same species as their donor, or no? I think most people would say no. Clone troopers are not Mandalorians. However, Boba Fett is, and I think the reason they would say Boba Fett is a Mandalorian is because of that code that was showcased in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and also because Boba Fett was an unaltered clone, so he was basically the son of Jango. The only difference is obviously Boba Fett would grow up and basically look this. Actually, would Boba Fett, if he's an unaltered clone, grow up to look exactly like Jango Fett? Because we see clone troopers all look different. Rex looks different from Cody. Waxer looks different from Boyle. So would Boba Fett actually grow up and look exactly the same as his father, Jango Fett? Or would Boba Fett have some differences in his physical structure and stuff? Alright, Trandoshan, see you later, my dude. I will be streaming again later today, so you might be able to pop in then. Who knows? Alright, let me catch back up. At least right now in canon, Mandalorian is both like the group of people who live on Mandalore, the planet, and it's also people who don the Mandalorian creed. However, because of the Galactic Civil War and the Clone Wars, that has now been, there's multiple different factions of Mandalorians. You got Bo-Katan and her people. You got Din Djarin and the Night, whatever, people of the Night or whatever, which is a cult that follows an even more ancient law and structure than Bo-Katan and most Mandalorians do. I'm pretty sure Concord Dawn is in the Clone Wars show. Isn't that where Pre Vizsla is from? Isn't that where he was a governor of? That's the moon he was a governor of? Or is that moon called something different? The Watch. Concordia is where Pre Vizsla was governor. Is that a different place than Concord Dawn though? And if that's the case, why the frick did they name two places with two similar sounding names, Concordia and Concord Dawn? Yeah. Din Djarin's from the Watch. Well, originally you can see that the Mandalorians who rescued Din Djarin from the B2 battle droids were actually Death Watch members, and that was during the Clone Wars show. However, by that point, Death Watch had split. It seems. Well, yeah. It depends of what period of the Clone Wars Din was saved by the Death Watch. Because either he was saved by the main Death Watch group when Pre Vizsla was in charge, or he was saved by the Mandalorian No, not Loyalists. What is the name of Bo-Katan's faction in the Clone Wars show? When Bo-Katan takes charge of the faction against Darth Maul, they're also technically Death Watch, but they go by a different name at that point. And apparently in canon, so there's 3 different Mandalorian groups that splintered off of Death Watch when Darth Maul became charged. There's the Mandalorian Loyalists, I believe, which is like Gar Saxon and the Mandalorian Super Commandos that change their armor to red and black to represent their loyalty to Darth Maul. There's the Bo-Katan group that follow Bo-Katan as their leader. And then there's another group, but I don't remember what they're called. And they left Mandalore and didn't really do a whole lot. They didn't have any quarrels with the Jedi or anything. They just went and just did their own thing. And then we see that Din Djarin eventually joins like the Armorer in that group, and I believe they're called the Children of the Watch or something. And Bo-Katan in the show explains that that's a cult. that's a cult because of like their rules of like never showing your face to anyone. That you must always wear your helmet, whatever. So the Night Owls is the name of the group that Bo-Katan was in charge of when Death Watch was ran by Pre Vizsla. However, that name still stuck around when Bo-Katan became like the leader of the ones that wanted to oust Darth Maul. However, the actual name of the entire group was not just Night Owls. Yeah, but is Concordia and Concordon the same place? And also, here's a question. Where are they located in relation to Mandalore for them to be Mandalorian-controlled planets? Are they in the same space? Are they in the same Mandalore sector? If they're in the same sector, that makes sense. But it's like, why did we never hear about them then? Except for a couple of random times. They're called the Watch. I'm pretty sure that might be what their name was in season 1, but I'm pretty sure in season 2 they're called the Children of the Watch, or the Children of the Night by Bo-Katan. I'd have to rewatch that episode when we first meet Bo-Katan on that Gazanti. That involves the Gazanti, I should say, because she clearly states a specific name that I'm pretty sure is more than just the Watch, but I could be wrong. We're still talking about the same thing though. That's just a semantic of a name. Just name semantics. We're still talking about the same group of people, probably. Children of the Watch, that's what I thought. Pre Vizsla was the Death Watch. Bo-Katan, Pre Vizsla was alive, was a lieutenant in the Death Watch who also was in control of the Night Owls. However, when Bo-Katan became leader of the group that wanted to get rid of Maul, she was in charge of both the Night Owls and the group itself. I don't remember what the actual name of that group is called, though. Or I'd be able to make myself sound a little bit more sensible. I'll have to look it up again. Dang, Wikipedia searches. Concordia is the moon, and Concordon's just a planet in the same system. Okay, thank you for answering that question. Alright, see ya, Nico. Thanks for being here for so long, my dude. See you around. That makes so much more sense. Okay, so Concordia is the moon, and Concordon is a planet in the same system. Did they ever say why Concordon has like chunks of it floating about in space? Am I thinking of the right planet? Like it has like a fourth of the planet is like been blown out and is just floating around it or something. Is that Concordon? Am I thinking of the right planet? Of the right description of that planet? Or am I thinking about a different planet, chat? Oh, speaking of that, did we ever reach 20 likes? My phone still says 18. Let me just reopen the stream on my phone. No, it still says 18. Alright, so we need 2 more likes, chat. Come on. We got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, okay. So it has that because of stuff that happened in the past. Okay. Makes sense. Because, yeah, the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Mandalorian Wars were very devastating in the Legends timeline, and it sounds like they're going to be about the same amount of devastation as they were. The canon Mandalorian wars have the same amount of like devastation as did their Legends counterparts, so which is fine because Mandalorian Civil War and stuff like that in Legends was really awesome. I wasn't alive when that stuff was coming out for the first time, but going back and reading about it on like Wikipedia and stuff, it sounds pretty epic. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, basically. Thank you, Phil Swift. Oh, that's in the wrong spot. We're almost there. We only got 2 more sets. I think we can bust out these last 2 sets before the stream is over. Hopefully. I put that plate on the spot. Does that mean you're going to be taking off Rectify, or are you just going to be building while listening? If you're taking off, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're not taking off, then have fun building. I mean, the way that I thought about that, and now that I'm thinking about it right now, what they might have done was something similar to Cad Bane when Cad Bane broke into the Jedi Temple. And he just kind of like he just went through like the air ducts and had a bunch of people like to cover him. Are you telling me to go watch your new video, GM? Okay, I will. I was going to anyway. I need to get to it. But thank you for hanging out, GM. Hopefully you can catch maybe the stream later. Oh, you're just gonna chill and build? Alright. The way you messaged your comments, it made it sound like you were taking it off too, but I wasn't quite sure. But yeah, alright, cool. Actually, I want to save this one for last, because it's the only speeder like that we have to do. Let's do the ATRT first. The massive, inaccurately sized ATRT. Oh, you need to go watch? Wait, you're gonna go watch your own video because you got it premiering? Okay. I don't know. Chat, should I ever like premiere some of my videos? I'm not a huge fan of it, mainly because the 9 AM videos, I've only like woken up like half an hour before, or haven't even woken up for those 9 AM videos, MSD, so I would probably not premiere those, but should I actually like start premiering some of my videos? Or nah? But G wanted it, okay. Alright, GM, let me know how it goes. I feel like because you're such a much larger channel than me, though, it probably should go alright. Oh! Almost lost a part there. Looks like bag of 7 unbuilt sets. Why do you have 7 unbuilt sets that you haven't parted away already? Why are they just sitting there? Do something with them, Crystal. I like how you put an accent on the E for premiere. Is that how it actually should be spelled, with an accent on it? That's one thing I do like about other languages. They actually like use the accent marks and stuff in their speech and in their writing, or especially their writing, so you actually know which sound you're supposed to say for that letter when it comes to that stuff. I wish English speakers would do that a lot more often, so you like, oh, I'm supposed to say this version of the E. Okay. The only issue is I also don't quite remember what the accent marks are supposed to mean in English. I know what that accent mark that GM used on his E means in Spanish, because that was like the only time I've ever had to use an accent mark and have it mean something, was when I was learning Spanish in school. Yeah, I wish us English speakers would use the accent marks more often. The better explain to others what we mean, especially for people who are like new to English. It would probably, or like are learning English, so like English is not their first language. It'd probably help them out a lot more too if native English speakers would use accent marks to better showcase like what syllable and what sound we're trying to say or use. But I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I do like one thing I'm super happy though is disassembling this means I have access to all these 1x1 brackets that are in the set. I still don't have enough of the other bracket type though, so I'm still not able to build the Tri-Droid. Also, I need to double check that Tri-Droid model. I think I might have a part in it that doesn't exist in the color that I've been looking for. Or I just need to buy off of Bricklink a specific 4x4 round plate. Because that 4x4 round plate in Darktown I can't seem to find anywhere in my secondhand shops that I go to, so. Yeah, native English speakers. Yep, exactly. Native English speaker right here, just totally butchering their own language. Yep. You're welcome. This is why I don't speak other languages. I can barely speak English, which is my native language. And I can't get those out. Alright, I'll move on from that. Oh, so you're keeping the figs, but you're selling the builds? Okay. I saw people back in the day when the original Clone Wars Battle Pack came out, people were doing that same thing. They were keeping the figs, but selling the builds. Wonder how successful that was, because honestly, that little Walker build was kind of crap. Alright, see ya, Crystal. Thanks for hanging out with us for so long. Hopefully you can pop back in later. Yeah, sometimes my copyright-free playlist has some awesome songs that come on once in a while. Sometimes it has some really weird songs, though. That's what we get for having the list of copyright-free music, since I don't have the monies to have a license to play, like, Monster Cat music or anything. But yeah, we'll see. One of these days I'll probably buy a license. Probably for Monster Cat music. Huh? You're not British. You're not allowed to use the word banger. Survivalist. You're not allowed to use that. I forbid you from using that term, survivalist. Unless you somehow prove to me that you're British. Wait, your Project Ozone 3 took this long to load from like the beginning of the stream, or did it take like took half an hour for that thing to load? Wow. Alright, how are we doing on the light goal? We're still at 18. Still at 18, chat. 2 more. We're two away from me being able to show you one of the mini mocks. 2 away. Can you do it? I think you can. You just gotta probably just get a few additional people in the chat. So, if you want to see the mini mock, go out there and share the word that we're streaming right now. If only you can like again. Yeah, please don't try to like twice. They'll actually remove your like. You know what this song reminds me of? So someone, a couple of months ago, probably more like 6 months ago, released a electro swing edition or version of Pigstep for Minecraft, and it sounds epic. And this song reminds me of that. Welcome back, Bulbasaur. Ah, I see. That explains why it probably took years. Years to open. Ooh, what'd you get, Crystal? Is it more 501st sets? Can you like spot me a few of those 501st troopers? I'll appreciate that, Crystal. Could you just spot me a few of those? I'll give you a shout out. Just kidding. Those channels bug me. They're like, give me your stuff and I'll give you a shout out. It's like, my stuff is worth more than that. You got your first 501st set? Nice. What are you gonna do with it, Bulbasaur? Are you talking about the Trouble on Tatooine set? I should probably invest in a few more 501st sets if I can get some more. I need quite a few more 501st troopers for me to finish off my platoon of them. And I should probably do it now before it becomes retired, and so it's like almost impossible to get. The issue is like my Walmarts and stuff just don't carry it, so I will have to buy it online. And when you buy from Lego.com, stuff takes a while. Especially if you do the pick-a-brick wall, online pick-a-brick wall, that stuff takes forever. I would say, I don't know, make a few mini mocks or just a large mock using it. I don't know. I don't know, it's kind of late. I feel like the popularity of people wanting to watch 501st sets has kind of died down, but there might still be enough popularity for it that if you made a video on it and do a good job of advertising it, you might be able to get lots of views on it. I don't know. Then again, you shouldn't just make videos just because you know you'll get views on it. You should do it because you want to, of course. And if it does really well, then that's like an added bonus. That's the way I treat YouTube. That might also be the reason why my channel isn't growing as fast as some of the other Lego YouTubers I know, like SW and Coconut and stuff. That might be the reason why my channel's been growing just a bit slower than them, but I don't know. I don't know. Might also be I don't really care for the analytics at this point. I'm just making videos on stuff I want to make videos on. But that also has the risk of, like I said, your channel just might not grow because that dang algorithm. Oh my gosh, words. The algorithm might not like the stuff I do. Who knows? People in general might not be interested in the things that I do, but I'm interested in it, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm hoping my new video/stream schedule helps me at least produce more content for all of y'all. Might not be as consistent as I used to be, but there'll at least just be more content in general. Yeah, I'm a native speaker. As he butchers every single word coming out of his mouth. Alright, last set. We're almost there. And we did it all within the 3-hour time window, which is awesome. Last set to finally disassemble. And then phase 1 sorting is done completely. Fantastic. Then it means I get to sit down and do a bunch of phase 2 sorting. Yay! But once the phase 2 sorting is done, then we get to move on to the fun stuff. And it seems right as I'm about to end, Coconut will probably be live. So we'll do a raid on Coconut. I still don't know if there's an actual official command for raiding, but I'll at least give you all the signal. We'll all move over there. Wait, what? It threw you back into this stream after your premiere was over? Weird. I wouldn't know. I don't know how premieres work. Also, by the way, GM, how close are you to being monetized? How close is the GM channel to being monetized? I have a question about ads, and I need to remember to finally just sit down and ask SW because I know he's monetized. I want to ask him how. I want to know how ads work. Like if you can control where they appear in your video. Because something I want to do. I know I haven't seen this be done except for the movie review channels that I follow, but I would like to implement it so in my future videos, and I might want to do this for the videos I've already done, but that might be a ton of work, so I might fail on that, is have it so ads will appear in certain parts of my videos. If I do like the mid-roll ads, which I don't know, I might. But if I do mid-roll ads, I want to have it so they appear in a certain spot. And I don't know, cater the video around those. So like, I'll show something and then like have a transition. And if an ad wants to play, it will play in that transition. You know, like when you go to the movie theaters and they play all those ads before the movie starts? I want to do something like that. More of that professional standard where either all the ads appear at the beginning of the video, and I treat my videos as if like they're each their own mini movie, or do it like how I've seen these movie review channels do it, where when they finish their point or like their paragraph from their script, they go to a black transition, and if an ad wants to play, it plays then. If not, there's just this black transition for like 5 to 10 seconds or something, and then the rest of the video continues on, and that happens. That way, like, ads don't just appear and are super jarring because they just cut you off from watching your video, but they're like, you know they're coming. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. Because I don't know if you can actually control when ads appear, especially the mid-roll ads. Like, can you actually like tell the mid-roll, alright, I want all mid-roll ads to appear at the 1 minute marker or something. If you can actually specifically control what timestamps they show up, that would be awesome for what I want to do. To make it so the video is still enjoyable for all of you, and if the channel ever gets monetized, I can make a couple of dollars off of the video. And then the ads won't be like super jarring to people who watch the video because they just appear randomly in the video. I would have specifically marked where they can be and where they can't be. Laughs an ad block. Yeah. I would recommend do not have ad block turned on for YouTube, because if you do, I've heard that means the YouTuber doesn't actually earn any money from that video. So if you want to support your creators, your content creators, do not use ad block on YouTube. Feel free to use ad block everywhere else on the internet, but if you want to really support your content creators that are monetized, you got to turn off your ad blocker. For those, like I said, everywhere else you can turn it off, like Twitch especially. I've always heard all of the Twitch streamers I follow, they're always like, if I could turn off the ads, I would, because they don't need it. Twitch barely gives them any money, so it's like they don't need it at all. But for YouTube specifically, I would highly recommend turning off ad blocker for your favorite content creators. That way they can actually continue to make their content because they're getting paid for it, and that way they can still enjoy what they love to do. Alright, let me actually catch back on chat now that I'm done with my little rant. Alright, see you, Bulbasaur. You're probably already gone, so you probably didn't hear that. A freeform mock or none? I would say if you want to do freeform, go ahead. I'm not very good brick flyer with like undefined shapes, so I always just go with a base plate. That's why I'm doing my mini mocks with the 16 by 16 plates. It's already preset how big I need to make my stuff in, so I feel like it's up to you. Do you feel like you're confident in freeform? If you feel confident in it, or you want to do some practice, do freeform. If neither of those things are a yes, then probably just do a base plate. You have 36? Yeah, man. Actually, 36 is a platoon. You already have a platoon's worth. I was wrong. I might have mentioned on a stream that you needed 41 clones for a platoon. I was wrong. That was me using bad maths. A squad of clones is 9 clones, including the sergeant. Which is why earlier in today's stream I said a sergeant and 8 clones is a squad, because that equals 9 clones. So a platoon only equals 36. So yeah, you already have a platoon of 501st troopers, which is what I need as well. I only have 5. I have 5 or whatever from 2 501st battle pack or 501st sets, so I need to get a couple more. Do the black transition, alright. I feel like that's probably the best thing. Probably like the mid-roll ads, but the black transition would be best. Then doing the movie style where all the ads appear at the beginning of the beginning of the video. All right, see ya, GM. Oh, you can control it when your video's longer than 10 minutes? Ooh, okay then. That makes sense. However, a lot of the videos I'm producing now are less than 10 minutes. or so. So I guess that means I either need to figure out how to talk longer and not make it boring, or I need to do the have ads appear at the beginning of the video. Use ad blocker on every channel that's bigger than 10,000. Why? How come, Crystal? Why is that? Do you not want... This might sound pretty rude, but I'm just trying to play like devil's advocate, I guess. Do you not want to support the people with 10,000 subs or more? Do you feel like they already got enough subscribers that it doesn't matter if you have ad blocker on, or what? Now, like I said, don't take that as me being rude or whatever. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, and I didn't know a better way of asking that question. Maths. Yes. Oh, you're including your 332nd troopers in your 501st Army? Ew. Okay. Yeah, I can see that, Crystal. Yeah, once you reach a certain threshold of people who subscribe to you, you do start to grow a lot more quickly because you become even more known. And the more well-known you are, the more people are going to come and check out your stuff and probably give a subscription to you. So, that makes sense. I would say at the moment, majority of the LEGO community, and especially the LEGO Star Wars community, is all of our channels are very small. Very few are at the 1,000 subscriber mark currently. Most are like 800 subscribers or lower. And then you got the few oddballs like GM and Coconut and SW, and then like Rich Boy J, Celebrate Studios, and M&R Productions that are huge. I guess one way you can quickly grow a platoon of 332nd troopers, since they've only come in that one set, is you just keep buying a bunch of the 501st clone troopers from the 501st set, and then you just go and and then you buy the 332nd trooper helmet separately. Because, at least in the show, the only thing that was different between the two battalions? Or is the 332nd a division? If it's a division, that means it's even smaller than a battalion or something. I would have to relook at the description. But if I remember right, the only difference between those two clone units is their helmet, and that is it. Their the rest of their armor is painted exactly the same as the 501st trooper, so yeah. Oh, yeah, you could do that too. I'm gonna probably do this. Oh, so we're actually pretty much at the end of the stream, and we finished all of our sorting, so let me give you guys your reward. So because we got up to 10 likes, I will show off the Clone Army custom style. However, we did not make the 20 likes, so I will save showing the mini mocks for another day. So let me grab the container that I have all my stuff in that I got. Alright, welcome back, Crystal. So let me show you everything I got. But before I do that, let me finish my point that I was trying to make. So I think for Clone Wars era clone troopers, especially the P2s, I will be using the old P2 helmet because someone helped me realize that this is actually in the style of the animated P2 clones in the show. Like, they use the same type of, the printing is more aligned with animated P2 clones using this helmet than the new one. However, oh, this helmet shouldn't be in here. However, when it comes to realistic P2s, I will be using CAC's new P2 helmet mold. I just found a helmet that shouldn't belong in this material. Alright, so first thing I want to showcase is I only got this helmet because I was told of it because of the CAC Clone Army Custom Discord servers I'm a part of. I got the new realistic P2 Commander Cody helmet on New Year's. I also bought the, well, actually, so the funny story, so my package ended up giving me 2 of these detailed orange sun visors for P2 clones. Sorry if it's hard to see that. However, what I actually ordered was an orange P1 visor for my P1 Commander Cody, who now still doesn't have a visor that fits his helmet. So, yeah. Alright, so the other things that I got, actually let me leave those out so I can start showing you how large this haul was. The other thing I got was this animated P1 Commander Wolf helmet. Yeah, sorry that it's not focusing on that, but yeah, we got the P1 Commander Wolf helmet. It seems the official LEGO antennas have a hard time staying still in the CAC helmets, but that's fine for now. And the last helmet I got was a animated P1 Commander or Captain/Commander Rex helmet. And then the last thing I got in this order were 20 of CAC's DC-15 rifles. Now, my only issue with these specific rifles from Clone Army Customs is they were not the ones that I thought they were. Apparently the ones that I want are from Brick Arms that have a lot more detail and are a lot more shiny than these. So, in the future, I will be giving all of my clones and stormtroopers and droids the weapons from Brick Arms. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these 20 rifles from CAC at the moment, but I have them, so yeah. And I will not be returning any of my, like, these visors. I'm just going to keep them, and next month I'll try again to buy the right visor. Stop flexing. You just named a lot more named clones than I have. For all the named clones that I have, so I've got Commander Wolf, I've got Captain Rex, I've got Commander Cody. All of these are using official LEGO parts except for the helmets. I have Fox. However, I took his helmet off because I haven't bought the CAC Fox helmet yet. For P2s, I have Commander Gree, Commander Neo, because he basically looks like his basic troops in that one scene. And I do have... Where is he? Oh, he's already up there. I do have Captain Rex, P2 Captain Rex. But he's on my minifigure display stand, so I don't want to go get him. And that is it for all of my named clones. Unless you consider this guy a named clone, this 501st pilot from that Z95 Headhunter set. Alright, see you, Crystal. If this guy is named, then I have him as well, but I don't know what his name is, if he is named. And then... yeah, and I have the ARC Trooper from that one set. So Hammer, I believe this guy is named. That's it for named troopers. At least captains and commanders. I think I might have a few others, but that's it. I was planning on buying more of these animated orange helmets. The issue is though, I already have quite a few of these that don't have clones to be put on yet. And because I decided to buy blasters this time instead of helmets, that's why I don't have that many any more helmets from this order. Because now what I probably should do is start buying a bunch of parts to make this helmet into these troopers. Which means I need to buy this animated P1 shirt, either with white arms or dark red arms. And then I need to buy a bunch more orange arms, because I'm all out of orange arms now. And then I need to buy more of these legs. Do any of you in chat, before I end the stream, know of any place that makes custom printed animated style legs that have... Oh, which one of my clones has that printing? So, like, here's what most animated clones came with. Just the white legs with the black hip with no printing on it. Do any of you know of any custom printed... Any custom designers out there that make custom printed legs that look like this without the sand green markings? So it has the, like, kneecap printing. If so, let me know. I need lots of legs that look like that. With that kneecap printing. Because I'd like to do that for all of my regular P1 clones. I'd like to do that for all of my animated clones. Give them all the printing for their kneecaps and stuff. That way they all look the same. I also need Clone Army Customs to make a P1 Bomb Squad Trooper helmet. Yeah. But yeah, that's the CAC haul. That's all of it. It's kind of small compared to other CAC hauls I've seen out there on the internet, but it's not. It's just part one of the haul. The other part is going to be a bunch of helmets for the realistic P1 clones. So whenever that order arrives, I will add that to my video that I have half recorded and then release that video. So yeah. Thank you everyone who's come to today's stream. This is going to be the end of today's stream. We did it. We finally finished all of phase 1 of my Lego Mega Sort. Next time we do sorting, it'll be back to phase 2. If I even have anything to sort by then, because I've done a lot of sorting just off camera. So we'll see. There'll probably be another Lego sorting stream. Most likely, just because there's a ton of stuff to still do. Yeah. I have been ClonePlays. Thank you all for coming out to this stream. Let me see if Coconut has started his stream quite yet. If he hasn't, then we won't do a raid. If he has, then we will. And as further, how do I want to say this? I will be streaming again today at 3 p.m. MST, which basically means 3 hours from now, I will be streaming again, and that will be of Portal 2. The Portal 2 campaign will continue. Alright, he is not streaming yet. He'll be streaming in 10 minutes. So if you want to talk with me some more, I will be in Coconut's stream. I might not be the most active because I'll probably be eating lunch and stuff, but yeah. Thank you, Survivalists. Thank you, Brickflyer, for hanging out for the entire duration, and for the other one person who's still here. I appreciate Crystal, Nico, GM, Trandoshan, and any others that were in the stream throughout this whole time. Again, I have been ClonePlays. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original, and I will hopefully see you all later today. Bye-bye.